additional schemes. And as you notice, a scheme is always in the same format. It got a CSS file and it got a values PHP file. So actually this is to style, and this is some values which has shortcodes in them for several let's call it layout boxes, layout divs, which I'm going to show later. So you can easily add round corners, for example, or you can add drop shadows, and it's all cross-browser compatible because it's certain shortcodes that's already how do you say it? It's already worked out and cross-browser embedded in the template framework. So for now we're gonna copy these additional schemes. I'm gonna copy them to the schemes directory. And you see it's about 6 MB, so that's why it's not included in the main install, because otherwise the file would be too big. Excuse me, and it wouldn't install on some servers. So now we have the folders in the schemes directory, and if we now go to the FTP program, which I use Dreamweaver a lot. I quite like it because it's got this nice interface. And we reload it, we see the schemes is there in the directory. Well, and now I'm gonna show you something that's pretty neat because of the template framework. If we go to the template tab and we go to general template, we notice that there's only one CSS scheme at the moment. Well, if we go and we upload these additional schemes, of course you first have to get your template framework to your local hard drive, and then of course you can add them, and then we're gonna put them again with the FTP. So let's put this files. It will take some while because it's pretty much MBs, of course. But it will do its job. Well, when the files is uploaded, they will appear in the menu, as already told, and you can choose them for to apply them to your website. If you want to have your own scheme, it's very handy, for example, to take the default one, make it a copy, and paste it again. So it's a copy. And then rename it, for example, to your own scheme name. So let's, for example, also add, there it is. Let's call it default demo, because then I can show you it's also working like this. Please note that this name you also need to add in these two files, in the scheme default .css. It also needs to be default demo now, and this file also needs to be like that. Because then the VA template framework 4.0 will automatically recognize this folder and attach these two files. It's all dependent on the name. So these names need to be the same. That's very important. Well, let's also put this CSS scheme. So if you go back to the VA template framework, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 schemes to choose from. And also this takes a while. You'll see, for example, you have the two files, but there's also web fonts included. These are royalty-free web fonts, and they're always in this format. These two CSS files are included in the main CSS file, and these CSS files are reading fonts from this folder, and it's with all the CSS schemes is the same format. They all have this. They of course have different fonts. For example, this got Amaranth, this got the Chopin script with the metrophobic font. So it's different fonts, but they all are being loaded with the default CSS scheme. So it seems the files is uploaded. Let's go back to the template framework. We're gonna refresh this page. And we'll notice that in the menu there's added some extra CSS schemes. And also the default demo, but also light gray, black style, steel gray, baby blue, lovely pink, and the classic columns. So let's choose, for example, the default demo is of course the same as the default. Let's choose the light gray, save configuration, and if you now reload the page, notice the current design. If you reload the page, you'll notice the styling is much more different. It's more lighter theme, and you see it also doesn't have, for example, a footer image. It doesn't have a background color for the header top, etc, etc. Of course, this image you can easily change, but it's a default image, so you can easily change this in the images folder of each